This is, and I just want to give a shout out to Stefan Fragrance, for talking about this brand, because that led me to getting this. This is from the house of Happyland. This is Queer Cafe, which of course is leather and coffee. And it's bloody brilliant. It's absolutely brilliant. When I first smelt this, the first impression that I had was, you've got to be kidding me. That's such a simple idea, but it works perfectly. So you've got the kind of like Tom Ford style leather that you will smell in like ombre leather or Tuscan leather, that kind of ilk of leather aroma chemical. And then you slap some very high quality, very bitter coffee onto that. And this is I want to point out, and this is very important, this is my scent of the day, because I'm just loving it. I'm just head over heels with it. It's a very similar thing to Wicked Good, where I just went, oh right, that's what we're doing. That's brilliant, wonderful. And so yeah, leather and coffee, but there's other elements. There's like a floral element that keeps it very balanced. It's not wild. It's certainly not like one of these dreadful things that Dua and Alexandria are doing when they're doing the hybrid fragrances, where they've just ran out of ideas and they've run out of money, and then they've just been like, well, what can we do? Oh right, well, we'll just get this clone and get that clone and smash it together and see what happens, and we'll just sell it off to the masses. And you know, those are awful. Those are really terrible. They're bad ideas, and they come out as absolute Frankenstein monsters of fragrances, and I forbid you to buy them. If you have spare money to buy that fragrance, just take your friend out. You haven't seen him for years. Take him out for a meal. Talk to him. Ask him about his wife. Ask him about his family, and pretend to care. That will be much more of a good investment in your time and money than buying sodding hybrid fragrances, dumb, stupid, rubbish, low-quality hybrid fragrances from the likes of Dua and Alexandria. This is not a hybrid fragrance in that ilk. This is a really well-thought idea. This is EJ. EJ, mate, I hope you're enjoying this, but it's but I know that he probably thought to himself, okay, well, I like this and I like that, what would happen if it came together? And it's spellbinding, it's brilliant, it's really, really well done, and they're actually very, very good cost-wise, incredibly good cost-wise, and this is one of the best gourmands that I've smelt this year, gourmand ideas, that of course being the coffee, and this brand is going to go very far. And you can just tell, because this guy has got some really solid ideas. And I would absolutely recommend Queer Cafe. I would not recommend pronouncing it like that, but I would totally recommend this fragrance. A fantastic.
If you can imagine, it's cold out. Halloween, it's cold.
Yes.
It's getting cold now. And you could just imagine your significant other, and you got your arm wrapped around, and they're catching wafts of this. Yeah. Now, I'm going to cheat, and I'm going to have you jump to kind of the dry down, because because this is Halloween, it's being released on Halloween, I'm going to give you another scenario. This is like a Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde.
Yeah.
It comes out, actually, to me, a powdery scent.
Yes.
Powdery sweet. Then it goes spicy. The spices come out. It jumps up here, almost like a movie. If you're thinking of a cinematic movie, you know, it's all calm. Then it jumps up, and then it comes back down to this powdery sweet base again.
Yeah.
With that amber, and I have to say it a couple times. It's gone from almost like a vanilla vibe or a honey vibe. That's base. Everything's based off of that. And it's weird, depending upon, because each time I've wore it, I get just a little different, you know, ambiance. So you're watching a movie, oh, something happens, you go through, oh, and now it's calm and it's back. So you have the attractability, you know, Dr. Jekyll.
Yes.
Then you hit that
spiciness.
And it jumped up, and that's happened each time I've worn it now on my skin, that it's done that. And then it comes back down, and it's just that smooth, sexy. This is definitely a snuggle scent, a get close.
Yeah.
EJ is a master at blending, like several scents. I don't think this is a blend of
like
two.
a hybrid.
I don't think so. No. I think this is an original creation.
Yeah, because I don't smell that and go, ooh, I've smelled that before.
Right.
You know, it's definitely unique. It is its own monster.
Count Dracula.
Yeah.
Count Dracula would wear this.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Count Dracula would actually wear this because he's alluring, he's seductive, he seduces the woman in,
And then
bites them,
chomps
sucks
her.
their blood, and then next thing you know, the woman's in love with them and becomes a vampire herself.
Yep. Yeah, this is really, really good. It's good enough that we both sitting here smelling these cards like a couple of retards.
I know, why are we doing that? Let's just end this video.
Yeah.
This is a must try. I'm giving it a thumbs up.
And
but
me too.
I just want to keep sniffing these.
Yeah, it's
and
outstanding.
Here, look. I just want y'all, does that not smell good?
That smells amazing.
It does.
It really does. Absolutely.
Next one. Holy monkeys. It gets
Holy monkeys.
for sure. This is Cure Cafe. Wow. Do you like leather? Do you like ombre leather / Tuscan leather? Do you like coffee? Because that's what you're getting from this bad boy. So let's spray some of this. Wow. Okay, so what do I get when I spray this? So you have coffee, leather, apricot, musk, and jasmine and labdanum. When I first spray it, it's like walking into a coffee house. That beautiful aroma of roasted beans, percolating coffee, all those coffee drinks being made, minus all the sugary, sweet, crappy ones, all those frappuccinos and bullshit. No, it smells like going into a real coffee house. It smells so, so good. And then that leather really starts pumping hard, and those notes really go strong the entire duration. I really am impressed with the longevity on these fragrances. I didn't get any of the apricot. The musk in this one is very smooth as well. And I really wasn't getting the jasmine or the labdanum. That coffee and leather notes really took over this fragrance in such a good way that is by far my favorite out of these three that I'm talking about today. It is crazy good. Crazy, crazy good. So, if you like coffee, if you like ombre leather, if you like Tuscan leather, you're gonna seriously dig this fragrance. It kicks ass. And I know this gets said a lot in videos and stuff where people are like, I got a million compliments. I didn't get a million. I did get an unsolicited, whatever you're wearing, that smells really good. It would have been even more funny if someone said, hey, you smell like a cup of coffee. But they did not. They just said, whatever you have on, that smells really nice. So I can understand, because that, when I smell it, I was intoxicated. I was like,
Oh, this smells amazing.
this is good. So I really enjoyed this Cure Cafe. Wow, what a stunner. What a stunner. What a stunner. Love it.
Reason we even got these, I emailed Mr. E.J. Wells, creator behind Happyland Studios. I've seen this one a ton and I wanted to get it. So definitely told him I was going to order it and asked him if he could send me something to review. And he actually went ahead and messaged me back and said that it'd be his pleasure to throw some stuff in there, and even gave me a discount on the signature. Oh my gosh, that is beautiful. That is you know what, I'm about ready to head into work. This is gonna be my 7 of the night at work tonight. Look at the sprayer on these things. Oh my gosh, that is so beautiful, guys. Sweet wet tobacco leaf. There's some, oh my goodness, honey, and thank God I emailed him a long time ago and asked him about the blueberry note in this. I do pick up the blueberry in this, thank goodness. And then it's supposed to have some apple pie. I guess I get the cinnamon from the apple pie. I get some cinnamon from it, and I do pick up the blueberry note. And it's subtle underneath. Man, this is beautiful scent. Very well done on this one, Mr. E.J. Wells, if you're watching. Exceptional.
Collectible fragrance, a fragrance that's gonna make you hungry kind of thing. Happyland Studio is the brand for you. Powerful. These are all one spray fragrances. I can tell you right now, Happyland Signature, it's a tobacco, blueberry, apple pie. It's just the damnedest scent combination, and it works. And they're one spray. They're heavy spray. I'm gonna spray one just to show you, but let me back up, because good Lord. Oh, thank God it smells good, because it's all over me now. God, that smells so good. I will, spoiler alert for the review. I did get a lot of mixed reviews when I wore it to work. I've been testing just one spray on my hand when I wear it, because you don't need more than that. God, it smells so good in the air. It's not for everyone, but it's for me for sure. Love Happyland Signature, not gonna lie. I have sniffed Cure Cafe, and I'll tell you now, you gotta like coffee fragrances. And this smells like actual fresh brewed medium roast coffee. I'm not joking. This isn't to plug anything. This smells like medium roast coffee. It really does. I haven't sprayed it. This is just smelling from the atomizer, because these fragrances are strong enough to smell them through the atomizer. Kind of wish I could keep this one. This one, and then Rhyolite as well. I don't know if that's everyone's favorites. From what I've seen, Rhyolite seems to be a favorite for those of you that have them already. And Rhyolite's something special. I want a little half spray on my hand. It smells, God, he did such a good job, guys. There's a fragrance group, Happyland Studio Fragrances, on Facebook. I will link it in the description below. Jump on there. You'll know about any coupon codes, upcoming releases. You can go to the website and order. I'll have that link below as well. I get no kickbacks. EJ's not even the one that sent these to me. George Zaharoff did, because he and I both agree that this needs to, even though there's a lot of exposure for it already, not every single reviewer has the exact same people in his crowd, and as many people as possible need to hear about this, because it's a great brand. He's done some wonderful things with this. Oh yeah, Rhyolite's the bomb. It's a little lighter, a little bit fresher. I'm digging that. I can see why everybody likes that one.
Of this fragrance called Green Irish Tobacco by Happyland Studios. I want to give a shout out to E.J. Wells. He's the one who created this fragrance, and he is the owner of this house, so I want to give a big shout out to him also. When I first heard about this, before I even got this fragrance in the mail, when I first started reading about this and hearing reviews, I was thinking to myself, I don't think I will like that, because it's a combination of Green Irish Tweed by Creed, which I do not care for. I do not care for Green Irish Tweed for some reason, but it's also that and a combination of Tobacco Vanille, which I always say Tobacco Vanille, so I'll stick with that, but a lot of people say Tobacco Vanille. By Tom Ford. It's a combination of those two fragrances. And I was like, well, I like the Tobacco Vanille or Tobacco Vanilla, but I don't really like Green Irish Tweed, so I probably wouldn't like that fragrance. Wrong. It comes in actually in the mid and mixes with the tobacco and the vanilla. And I just get just a little bit of the violet leaves. But when all of those notes combine in the mid, oh my God, this is incredible. It really is. I didn't think I would like this before I actually started wearing it, but this is actually an amazing fragrance. It really is. Especially in the mid when all that mixes together, the tobacco and the vanilla and the lemon verbena and the ambergris. The ambergris is I think, the most important note in here. I think it's like the key, as far as I'm concerned. It just gives it a very unique, beautiful smell. This is killer. I think this is going to be a major compliment getter, but this is going to last me a while because the performance is so good. I'm not going to have to spray it on twice a day. This is good for 9 hours. But when this does run out, I'm definitely getting another one of these because I really like this. I love the combination of notes, and I love the way he blended this all together. It turned out very, very well. So big thumbs up. And I actually...
Number 4, coming from a unique fragrance house that actually surprised me. They created 4 original creations, and I loved all 4. This was my absolute favorite, and this fits the list here today. Happyland Signature by Happyland Fragrances. Now this thing, guys, it's just a really nice take on a tobacco style fragrance. I was watching the Senator and he kind of said this was like a cuddly style fragrance, And I could kind of see that. It has that tobacco vibe to it. It's got these unique kind of fruits to it. Apparently it has like blueberry and stuff. If I go online and I find the exact notes, I'll put them down below. But this generally just comes off as like a unique, fruity, tobacco style fragrance, and maybe a little bit more flirty and cuddly than rugged, masculine. But I really, really like this, and I had to put this one a little bit higher than Tobacco Vanille. Because it's an original fragrance, I might prefer Tobacco Vanille, their version of Tobacco Vanille, over this one. Maybe they're very, very close. But because this was an original fragrance, because I've never smelled this before and he created this one, I got to give this one a little bit higher. Happyland Signature. This one might go up a little bit, it might go down a little bit, but it's very, very solid. One of my favorites for any sort of cold or date night. And this would probably be one of my more cuddly style fragrances.